What's up, guys, and welcome to the Future Gaming Podcast in association with the Future Gaming Network. I'll be your host, Joshua Clement, a.k.a. Needy, and today we're going to be talking about Ryse, Son of Rome. Release date set for November 22nd, 2013, Xbox One exclusive. But before we get started today, we have an awesome cast to get introduced here today. We have, first off, the squishy, the swishy, and the pants-fulfilling Zach Holbrook. What's up, buddy?
Yo, what's poppin'? Me being all pants-fulfilling and stuff. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing pretty good. What have you been playing this week, man?
I've been on vacation for the most part. I came back, finished up the Borderlands loot hunt, playing NHL 14. It's actually, I really like the fighting system in NHL 14. I just kind of fight 5 times and then restart the game. It's really fun.
Nice. And second off today, we have the Talks a Lot. He's definitely censored on this podcast. We have the Austin Galushka with us. What's up, buddy?
Not much. Just, doing a little bit more research on Ryse since I kind of just figured out that, oh my god, they also have a live action series on YouTube that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah? How's that, buddy? We'll probably talk about that later, won't we?
A little bit, not much, since I kind of just realized that I was too busy reading the comic book that I was actually really good.
Nice. Well, we'll get into all that stuff later. What you been playing this week, bud? What's been going on with you?
Playing? Nothing, actually. It's kind of sucks since I had a 15-page paper due on Wednesday, which turned into a 21-page paper, but basically just the Streetlight concert that I went to. But besides that, after tonight's show, though, I will be playing GTA 5. I've gotten hooked back on that, so I definitely need to show that game some more love since I haven't been able to love it like it should be.
Dude, when have you been not hooked on that game?
I'm sorry. I did play Pokemon X for like 2.5 weeks, and then school kind of got really hectic, and I haven't been able to play it, which kind of sucks. So.
Yeah, I loved how you played that in secret from me and Zach for like 2 weeks, and then you were just like, "Hey, I'm here, and I'm like better than all of you."
Yeah, well, if I could actually sit down and do what you guys do, I could probably actually like play it with you guys, but since
Alright, to be fair, to do what Needy does, I've just been playing for fun trying to hatch a shiny champion.
Dude, I haven't touched it in like 3 weeks, dude.
Zach, how many...
I played it for a week and then I gave up. I was just like, you know what, I don't care about
I'm
getting
calling
a shiny
shenanigans.
Zach, hold on. How many chances have you bred?
Like, over 150. None of them are shiny, and I'm mad.
Yeah, no, dude, seriously, I haven't played it in like 3 weeks. I've been playing too much Battlefield.
Oh, Battlefield. Looks pretty.
Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Dude, I landed a helicopter on top of a tank, started taking off again, and then the tank came with me. It was fun. It was funny. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I would have been streaming at that point. Alright, but before we get on tangents and stuff, because we want to do kind of a shorter episode, because we know you guys some of you have been complaining about the episodes being too long and taking up too much time, so we're going to try and get through the sections a little bit quicker this week. But yeah, I think that's where we're going with it. And Austin, filling in for Jessica this week. She's out again. Again, guys, we'll explain what happened with Jess soon, hopefully when she gets back. But,
she is alive. I need to add that. She is, in fact, still alive.
She's alive somewhere. We're presuming it's in Austin's basement, but we're not 100% sure on the location in the basement.
Or some
so we're
arbitrary ditch or cavern of some sort.
Yeah, but before we harass Jess even more, well, let's get started. Austin, you're filling in this week. What do you have for us this week in gaming, bud?
Alright, start off with star number 1. Rockstar will be releasing a new DLC update coming. I believe it's this week coming up. It's going to be called the Beach Bum Update. Gonna be adding a couple new weapons, a few jobs, and some more character customizations. Well, trust me, there's a lot of stuff to do on GTA Online, and they're just gonna start adding on to it. So hopefully with the servers being a lot more stable, this update will be a lot more fun and fulfilling, since a lot of people are kind of thrown off by how bad it was in the beginning. So hopefully this little update will really bring back the prime audience that they were really trying to reach for.
Yeah, no, I just can't wait for that game to come out on PC. The mods for that game are going to be ridiculous.
Dude, the mods for GTA 4 were fantastic, so I can only imagine how amazing they're going to be for GTA 5, which is a much better game.
Oh yeah, you and me both there. But continue with This Week in Gaming.
Alright, you just actually told me how bad this game is. I've already said it's terrible, but Valve has revealed that the massive Dota 2 update called The Three Spirits will be coming out, and that's going to be introducing 2 new heroes, and also be giving additional features to the game. As I say, you finally played it today, and you hate it.
Yeah, I finally gave up and I started playing Dota today. I was just like, oh man, you know what? I might as well check it out just because it's like keeps popping up on Steam. Downloaded it last night, played it a couple of times today, tried the trial or whatever, the tutorial, got into a game. It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. Being able to kill your own minions is definitely something that adds another aspect to the game. But it just seems off-putting from playing so much League.
It's not as crisp. It's not as final. It's
just like the champions aren't even that interesting. It's just like, oh, this guy has a demon and he can shoot fire from behind his shield and sword. The champions just don't have any, appeal. They don't have any background. They don't have any
character.
Hold on.
They don't have any character, exactly.
Nady, just so you know, you just caused so many nerds to rage right there by calling them champions. They're not champions, they are heroes.
They're heroes.
Oh, I'm sorry, because heroes, I apologize, Internet.
Yeah.
But League of Legends, still better game. Sorry.
Absolutely.
Send all your hate mail to @FGN Podcast on Twitter.
Yeah, maybe we can get some
you can send this hate mail directly to me. I will answer and respond and fight back. Yeah, bring on the Twitter hate. I'm warring against Twitter.
You'll lose. All right.
Yeah, I know. You lost last week, so.
All right. Story number 4. If you haven't heard, PS4 is already having issues with defunct systems being sold to people, even though you do have a 12-month warranty and you will be getting a brand new console as a consolidation. It still sucks to know that PS4, this great system that just came out, is already having systems sent back because they didn't work.
Oh, that's so sad.
Trust me, I know it's going to happen with Xbox One, but this is going to come from just a gamer. Do you not check these systems before you send them out?
Dude, I mean, seriously, what has been going on with gaming this year? We've had freaking game after game get delayed.
Yep.
We've had at least, 10 titles get delayed in the past, month?
Watch Dogs is the main one that I'm going to say got delayed.
I mean, that's a game I was really looking forward to. I had the poster on my wall for the longest time, but it kept falling down.
Yeah, while you would sleep, and then you just kind of wake up and destroy it.
Yeah, and then it just kind of slapped me in the face. But, yeah, my wall's on a slanted roof, guys. It's weird. But, yeah, I mean, game after game has been delayed, and it's just this non-stop, endless cycle of what has been going on with this new generation. I'm starting to wonder if it's just like the Xbox or the PS4 just changing their software up to last minute and then just being like, no, you can't release it this date. And it's just like, well, why not? Because it won't work.
Yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. I'm starting to just be so happy that I have a PC. I really am. I'm so happy that I have Battlefield for my PC. I don't even think I'm going to get an Xbox, at least until Christmas. I mean...
Oh, I'm looking to get one either release night, release week, or either Black Friday or Cyber Monday. I'm not going more than 2 weeks without an Xbox One on my desk. There's no way.
Will you get a computer already so we can start prepping?
Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I'm getting a computer probably right around the same time, so I might have everything.
All right, Austin's getting hooked up. I'm getting hooked up. Let's get back into this.
Okay.
You got any more stories for us today, bud?
Number 5. Something that I love as a story. COD Ghost is having issues right about now. Yeah, people realized and found out that COD Ghost on PS4 was actually running at 720p instead of 1080p. Yeah.
The game's already shit. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but
even on Xbox, it's still crap.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Even though they are going to be patching it, so it will be running at 1080p, don't be coming out saying that's going to be a native 720p when that's not true. That's another reason why I hate this game. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to get started.
It just frustrates me.
Yeah.
It really does. The fact that
by
they
a
can't
show of
even
hands,
like
guys,
tell
though,
us the
how many
truth.
people were expecting this Call of Duty to be any better than the last?
Not it.
Sorry, I'm like putting my hand as low to the ground as I can right now.
So we all have the consensus that this game was just expected to suck from the beginning.
No, it wasn't expected to suck. It was just expected not to be as good as Battlefield 4.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I'm actually going to take back what I just said. I was actually looking forward to it when they had that Call of Duty release day. Not release day, but like they showed off everything. What was it, the multiplayer reveal?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
I watched that, and I was actually looking at it like, this seems fun.
Besides Riley, that game's garbage.
Oh my god, I knew you guys were going to bring the frickin' dog into it.
Dude, Riley's amazing. I'm sorry.
That dog's awesome. He like runs into the ground and shit.
Dude.
It's really funny watching him glitch out.
Okay, and now we're going to talk about my favorite story of the week. If you didn't hear about it, please stop. World of Warcraft, Warlords of Draenor has been announced at BlizzCon. Every MMO fan should rejoice. This is a complete rework. They're doing new character models. They're going to have 2 raids at launch. They're going to have brand new heroics that are going to be more difficult, just like they were back in Lich King. This game, World of Warcraft, I believe has 7.6 million subscribers right now. It's still $15 a month. That is still the most... Needy, shut up. I'm going on a tangent. This is the number 1 played MMO. This is the best MMO of all time. Yes, I know EverQuest came before it. Just pick up this game. You will love it. What?
Breathe. Breathe, man.
Austin.
Yes?
Your boner's touching me from your house.
Okay, I'm just telling you right now, I was looking forward to ESO more than any other game. ESO got bumped down to number 2. Because of this. I'm still buying ESO. I'm still going to play the hell out of ESO.
Okay,
it's still
dude,
not
your
WoW.
boner just ripped through my wall. Okay, that needs to stop. Okay.
When did the Panda Warrior expansion thingy come out?
Mist of Pandaria, and that was a couple months ago?
No,
a little bit longer than that.
It was like 2 years ago.
No, it wasn't years.
No, it was not 2 years ago.
It was like less than 6 months ago.
Okay, you're on crack.
What?
It did not... Okay, Mist of Pandaria did not come out only a few months ago because they already had all of their all the raid content come out. However, Mist of Pandaria did not even come close to 2 years ago. Like,
I'm closer, bitch. I'm closer.
Yeah, trust me. You don't forget, you are talking to resident MMO player here.
So tell us when the goddamn release date was.
No, hold on. I literally want Needy. I want Zach now to take a re-guess. Zach, when did this come out?
No Googling?
I'm already on Google, yo. Feed me.
Zach, you want me to tell you when it came out?
2012.
I'll tell you when it came out.
It was only 18 months ago.
Sorry. No, September 25th.
Austin, it came out...
September 25th, 2012. Just over a year ago. Do not doubt me. I have the collector's edition sitting right next to me.
So, technically, I was closer than Needy.
No, you weren't. You said 2 years.
And
it came out a year ago, and I said 6 months ago. I'm 6 months apart. Okay. I win.
Trust me. I'm resident WoW player. I'm resident MMO player here, so trust me. I know this. But it was just exciting.
I'm going to reprise a statement that Needy said earlier. Needy, I have 3 words for you. I don't care.
I don't care.
Hey, don't be stealing my jokes. God, you lose to me in a battle, and then you steal my jokes,
It was a battle.
It was a war, sir, and you lost it. It was a war.
Facts are now war. We should tell the government.
Yes.
Yes. See what happens when you mess up facts? You become John McCain.
All right. The government. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. God.
All right, guys. Austin? Did you have one more story, or was that the last one?
Nope. My World of Warcraft story, I made sure it was the last one. Nothing will top that.
Thor came out, right? We got to do Jess's movie corner, I guess.
Jess's movie.
Who we have now been there for 2 weeks, and Jess has only done it once, so we're just going to call it the movie corner. Yeah. It's no longer Jessica's.
Jess told me that the movie she was hoping to go over, because she did plan on coming and doing this podcast, however, medical issues come first, that the brand new, what was it, the Catching Fire? Yes, Catching Fire, the new Hunger Games movie is coming out within a week, so she was getting really amped about that.
I'm not going to lie, I actually got a little amped about that too. I watched the first one this week, and It was pretty good, okay?
Did either of you actually read the books, or are you just movie buffs?
I've never read the books. I don't read the books on a lot of things. The only thing I'll read the books for is like anything Max Brooks puts out, and
or Game of Thrones because you're a weirdo.
Game of Thrones is this shit. Okay, you back the hell off, sir. Okay.
Sorry, I keep saying stuff to make us lose followers. I'm sorry.
Zach, is Jennifer Lawrence in this movie?
In Catching Fire?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then it's all I need to know to make me go see this movie.
And is Legolas in The Hobbit? Okay, well, it's going to sell like 13,000 wet vaginas tickets.
Oh my god.
5 included.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Zach. Really? Really, you had to go there, didn't you?
I've got a full titty hard on for him right now.
Are you telling me you do not have guy love for Legolas? Exactly. You can't deny it.
Yeah. Okay. I understand, guys. I understand. I'm going to go look up some Orlando Bloom pictures while we resegment this. Alright, guys, I guess we're going to move on to the briefing room right now. We're going to be talking about Ryse, Son of Rome, release date set for November 22nd, 2013, Xbox One exclusive, and I hope you guys like it. Alright guys, welcome to the briefing room, and today we're going to be talking about Ryse, Son of Rome. Now, I'm pretty clueless on this game. I haven't done much research on it. So, Zach, what can you tell us from the single-player aspect of this? Like, what can we expect to see from the story arc and stuff?
Alright, so they decided to set it up in, like, circa 68 AD Roman Empire. You're a Roman soldier returning home. Your name's Marius Titus. I mean, they're going to keep the gameplay all in Europe, for the most part. From at least what I've seen, it's going to be like Rome. It's going to be Britannia, which is like the Scotland, Britain area. I heard
like the United Kingdom.
Not so much the UK, but the British Isles in there.
That'd be the United Kingdom.
I can
dude.
show you a video that no, the UK is like the planet-wide thing, man. So yeah, you're returning home from war. And the plotline's going to sort of be, you're coming home from war, you get home to find that your wife and your sister or some other family member gets slaughtered, and there's nothing you can do about it, so now you're on like,
well, that's a fun
thing. That kind of sucks. So, like, the whole plot is, like, you wanting revenge and to restore honor to Rome and all that kind of fun stuff.
For family and honor.
Indeed. Like, that's kind of all I got for like the plot line. They've been keeping it pretty close to the chest for the most part on like the plot line itself.
Yeah, the only thing that I would add is they said that the plot, it turns in from a story, like a quest for revenge, into a quest to save Rome from the corruption that is happening on the political scale. That's like the only thing.
Almost seems like Assassin's Creed 2 at that point, huh?
Yeah,
a little bit.
A little Assassin's Creedy.
Assassin's Creedy. I see what you there. Alright. So is that it on the single player? Is that all we got? I take it not.
Well,
I mean, there's got to be a little bit more.
I mean, if we want to talk about gameplay, I mean, I thought the gameplay was really cool. They're bringing, they're incorporating like the old. It's not just like you hamming out against everybody. You actually participate in like the Roman phalanx. Like you can see the old styles of war really come to life in this game, especially with Xbox One and all of its all of its fun graphics capabilities, but no, not to say that you're not going to be hamming out on your own, because that's a lot of the gameplay too, but it's not just you ham sandwiching everybody.
Well, that's good. I mean, we saw the E3 trailer, and that looked, it definitely piqued my interest, you know, being kind of a little bit of a history buff, especially playing a lot of Civ. I mean, to actually be commanding troops in a war like that, I mean, that seems like it's quite the feat to come about, but with this game, wasn't it originally supposed to be a Kinect-only game?
Yep, Kinect-only, and it was supposed to be originally a Xbox 360 title. However, since it is made by Crytek, who, as you know, Crisis 3, they really like to push limits for visuals and stuff. They kind of realized that, one, the game wasn't that good as a Kinect game, and two, if they wanted to make the game look as pretty as what they normally do with a Crysis game, that it would be too much for the Xbox 360. So then with collaboration with Microsoft, who Microsoft became a very big help. Microsoft helped a lot in the development of this game. They switched it over to an Xbox One title, completely reworked it from the ground up, and then you get this very brutal game that came out that, if personally, as a history major, a really big history buff, they're really incorporating a lot of historical facts and figures into it. The Emperor at the time is going to be Nero. His 2 sons are going to be in it. And then
Nero's funny.
Yeah, they're also going to be incorporating the gods, or what they're calling them, the spirit guides. And this is going to be a game that, if you take our history, then you let them put their own spin and their own taste on it. And it's going to be a very, very good game. Personally, I think this is a game that I'm putting high up on my list that I really want to get, because I'm a history major. That's my main purpose. I cannot wait to see them using the phalanx, using the plume, which is the Roman spear, which is kind of like a spear, but it's also...
Yeah, the magic spears that magically appear for, magical reasons.
It's also
we saw those.
Yeah, but it's really cool, because they said they went back, they are using real Roman technique, real Roman methods, and all the armor is going to be very much like what they really used. So it's going to be a very historically accurate game to the sense of what you're going to be incorporating, but not so much the storyline, since they are going to throw their own twist on it, like every game should.
Yeah, and one thing I want to bring up, this game is very historically accurate, but if you've seen anything on this game, the physics in this game seem impossible.
Not at all.
Are you kidding? Watch some of the executions and just think, how is that fucking possible in real life? How can somebody do that?
You never watched 300, did you? I'm so disappointed.
Oh, I so watched 300, but that looked ridiculous to me, too.
Not at all. Not at all.
Are you kidding me? The dude is 3 times as big. He's Greek, and he's going up against the little Indian guy, and he just throws him over his shoulder off of a shield.
Yeah.
Come on, that's not a little off-putting?
Not at all. It's all distribution of weight and physics. Zach will tell you anything about it.
Zach's a chemist. He's not a physics. I'm the physics guy. It just seems... I don't know. Just some of the executions just seem like really over the top. And I'm not saying that's necessarily... I know. I'm not saying that that's necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
But it is a thing.
Are you going to be just you're going to see the guy get thrown up in the air and a sword driven through him from 5 feet in the air? Are you going to be oh, well, that's not physically possible? Or are you going to be oh, snap?
Yeah,
Well, no. Well, let's put it this way. What were you watching not 2 hours ago, Zach? Pacific Rim? And what was your complaint?
The plot was bad.
The plot was really bad.
Yeah, but the action in it is more over-putting than the story. Who cares about the story when you got a fucking robot fighting a goddamn alien, and all you see is the Russian robot come in, and all you hear is this tribal drum beat, and you're just yes!
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You didn't finish the movie, did you?
No, we tried to start recording before I got to finish. I'm about 55 minutes
you're going to see that part, and you're gonna giggle, because you're going to think of what happened last week on the podcast with Rohypnol.
Oh, God.
You just that Russian accent. I don't know why.
Dude, I love your Russian accent, man. It's hysterical, and it catches me at the best moments.
Okay. Let's move on to something I really want to talk about. The map. The map. What do you got for us on the map, dude? Well, if you want to talk about single player, there's not really much to talk about the map. Watch the videos, and then you'll kind of see the things that they're talking about. The only real, they're starting now. Yeah, I know what you're getting into, though. They started releasing, though, some of the, the fly-throughs they're calling them developer fly-throughs of, certain maps that they're going through. So if you want to go watch them, they're very cool. You're going to really see the beauty of these maps that are coming out, but the big thing for maps is going to pertain more to the multiplayer, which is gladiator mode, and every round the map changes, but it's not you spawn in and then it loads a new map. No, you get to watch within the Coliseum the floor drop and then a brand new map come up. There's 11 different maps that they have already pre-designed. It's going to bump up with a later DLC, but you get to see maps change during the fight and also right before the fight. So you're going to be in the standard Coliseum, beat level 1. Level 2, the floor is going to drop and up comes well, look, now you're in a swamp area. They've also shown one in which you're going to be fighting in water, one that's going to be a fiery hell. They've also showed bandit camps. So the maps are going to be really cool, and because of this engine, which I'm going to talk about later, the lighting is beautiful. Oh, God.
Yeah, this game, it does look really pretty. It's going to be a movie game. It's going to be that game you're going to want to sit on the couch with your buddies and just cause some carnage and just look at the executions. It is a blood, guts, and gore hack and slasher.
Yo, and the nice part about that is, like, they've got, like, over 100 different, like, unique executions, too. So it's not, like, the same 5 executions. It's actually, like... Plus, they got, like, cooperative executions, too. So, like, 2 dudes or 3 dudes can, like, all come in and, like, rip an arm off. Just beat him to death. Okay, fine, 2. And then they just rip his arms off and just beat him to death with it. Like, I just think that the ability to do that is incredible.
Yeah, and what is it, the combo meter that racks up? That just tells you that it's going to be a hack and slasher. Because you're just going to be slicing and dicing until you get, like, over 100 combo hits, and then you're just going to destroy 30 people in one swing.
The larger the combo, the more gruesome the execution.
It's going to be so much fun just getting the perfect execution, being able to do it every time, and just roar over your enemies.
Oh, it's going to be, yeah. Well, the cool thing, since you said roar, is when you do Gladiator mode, there's going to be something called the entertainment meter that's going to be in the middle top portion of your screen. So, like, when you're in this Gladiator, the crowd responds to how well you're doing. It's going to vary from, like, nothing to, like, extreme, just, like, people freaking out. And, like, the more entertained the crowd is, the more, like, experience and, like, rewards you get. So basically, the more kills you get, the more gruesome executions, and the longer your chain, the more excited the crowd is, and then you're even gonna hear it too. Like, the crowd, like, I watched the multiplayer reveal, the crowd can get pretty damn loud. I was surprised.
Yeah, no, it's almost like you're playing in a Stanley Cup match in NHL all the time.
Oh,
it's quite impressive how loud that crowd can get.
And put some turtle.
And remember that with the turtle beaches on and dancing around with your Kinect, that'll be fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely see myself playing the Gladiator mode as more of just. It won't really entice me to buy the game. Since me, history major again, single player's gonna entice me. But I can see myself when I get home and I'm bored. I'd be like, let's go beat like 4 or 5 levels of Gladiator mode. I really just want to play a brawler right now. I just want to chop a guy's leg off and then shove a sword through his solar plexus and then drive it up.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's getting that horde mode feeling from Gears of War. You know, it's just giving off that, I got some time. What do I want to do? Oh, I want to play Firefight Halo. You know?
Oh my god, I love Firefight in Halo.
Dude, you remember the old ODST Firefight?
That was so
when
much
it first came out.
Difficult than the Reach one.
Yeah, because the hunters were just ridiculous in that game.
Yeah, no, like no fooling. It was awful.
Yeah, but anyway, back to Son of Rome.
Is that what we were talking about? Oh.
Yeah.
After the 30-minute tangent. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to this game. It definitely looks like. It definitely looks very pretty. I'm not gonna lie. The graphics in this game are very sturdy, and they're very, very detailed. Austin, do you want to tell us about what engine this is running on, man?
If you want to go about engine, I'm not going to lie, I will definitely go off about the engine, because this engine, I did pretty extensive research on this today. This engine is it's amazing. The games that I ran on it, like, this is not really an engine that is designed just for making games. If you actually go to the Crytek website, this engine is meant for a multitude of things. You have casual games, like these really hardcore games, and also this engine is used for like movies. And this engine, you had to have played Crysis. You see it. This is an engine that is designed around beauty. It does its job. And I think one of the coolest things about it is, Needy, let's say we all wanted to go and develop a game. We can go download this engine for free.
Really?
Yeah, it's a free engine that we can download.
I get to go just make whatever I want on this engine?
Yes, they say on the website, go there, do it right now if you want to. CryEngine, it's like Crytek 4, but they're just calling it CryEngine now, just like since it's the brand new iteration for this next gen of consoles. You can go download it for free. and you get, say it's a trial version, you do get like almost all the perks, but then you can also buy like the Pro version if you want to say, and you get everything. But I looked at the trial edition, it's still amazing. It's like a indie developer, somebody like along those lines who's just starting out. This is an engine that will give you so much power that you really should be able to make a game just off what they're giving you right at the beginning and not having to go buy it. Go buying it later on to get the final like little tweaks and twerks that everything will kind of be needed to make a full fleshed out game. But I'm telling you right now, the free version that they give you is still amazing, and it does everything that you could even do in Ryse on a Rome.
Dude, that's quite impressive. And you just made me remember something. Do you remember back at E3 when we were watching all the E3 reveals, and there was that one game that was like, it was its own like engine within a game? You remember that? What was it called? It was like Project something.
Oh!
I want to say it was like Project Spark.
Yes, Project Spark. Wow.
Dude.
I forgot about that. Yes.
I just thought of that when you were talking about the engine, and you were just like, oh, it's like for indie developers. And I'm like, wait.
Yeah, because Project Spark, you could make your own world within the world.
Yeah. Whatever happened to that? We got to look that up later. We might have to do that next week, or if it's coming out for release day, right?
Oh, God. I'm going to have to look, because I haven't actually heard much stuff about Project Spark lately.
Yeah. No, I just remembered it.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to be Googling that.
All right, we'll Google that later. All right, let's get back on topic here, though, with Ryse. Well, what else do we got with this engine, man? I'm sure you could talk forever about this kind of stuff.
Absolutely. I'll definitely move on to the one thing that we've all said again and again, and you're probably sick and tired of hearing. This game is pretty.
It's really pretty, guys. Just go look at some of the Fuck the audio podcast. Go watch how actually pretty this game is. It is nice.
Yeah.
Go do it.
Yeah.
You're back. Isn't this game fucking cool?
Oh, God. The one cool thing, we'll say this again. This game is not running at 1080p on Xbox One. It is running at 900, going to be upscaled to 1080. So you can't really tell the difference, first of all. Don't even try to. Yes, a pixel will be jagged, whatever, get over it. It's still going to be running at a general 60 frame rates per second, so it's still going to be a very smooth experience. However, the one cool thing that they've really tried to express, even the lead game designer said, this is the first iteration that there's going to be a second game, and he's already said that if with cloud computing power and the computing power of the Xbox One, if they want to, they can put up to 10,000 individual AIs onto the screen at once, and each AI will have its own actions and unique movements. Not specific, not just copied code. It will be its own thread. So that's the power of this engine.
That's worse than frickin' Dead Rising, and they have swords.
What?
Yeah. So just imagine this. Hello. Marius Titus is a general. He's a Roman general. Imagine if the second game comes out, you could easily have large-scale battles on the field in which you could have control. Just imagine that.
Hold on, I'm too busy fapping. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, exactly. That is the power of this engine, coupled with the power of the Xbox One.
Like I've seen Crysis 3, and it's really pretty, but it can do that?
Yeah.
If it can do that, holy crap.
This is the power of the Cry
their
engine.
Money where their mouth is.
This is the new engine. We've seen Crysis 3. Crysis 3 is a beautiful game. Cry engine has already updated everything in that engine and made it even better. For character models, it's called the Advanced Vertex Animation System. They did their own little conference about it, because the reason they're calling this the Cry engine is because Crytek 3 over the past year has been changed so much, they said, that it's not even really Crytek 3 anymore, so they're starting fresh, Cry engine. Put it this way. For a single character, there are these many individual fields that go into developing this character. The animation system, the individualization system, the parametric skeletal system, the procedural motion warping, high-end IK solutions, unique dedicated animation editor, and subsurface scattering. That's alone just for a single character, and that's not everything that goes into this. Oh my god, it does. The amount
I really wish that I understood whatever the hell you just said, because it sounded really impressive, but I have no clue what the hell you're talking about.
Let me put it this way. Marius alone in this game will be made up of around 150,000 individual, they're calling them triangles, or basically animated parts. He will have almost 800 joints, 770 joints to be specific. There will be 500 terraforming, 260 on the facial features alone, terraforming features of him. So he will, throughout the missions, his body, his face, what is on him will change. And then he's also going to have 230 corrective facial blend shapes. So
okay, so what you're telling me is his animations are going to be epic.
Yes.
He's going to look very pretty.
Yes.
And he's going to have god powers.
No. God powers is that is going to be for gladiator mode. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying.
Yeah, trust me. The amount
you're going to feel powerful.
Yeah, absolutely. The amount of prettiness this game is going to just spit at you is going to be mind-boggling. We think Battlefield 4 looks pretty. Imagine what Battlefield 4 is. I'm sorry, but if you imagine Battlefield 4's Frostbite 3 engine mixed with the Cry engine.
Everybody take it in.
Those are
and let it out.
Two engines mixed together. Yeah. Just so you know, Ryse, Son of Rome will also have its own kind of destruction system. It's called geomashing. Since it's not like Battlefield 4 when I can noob tube a wall and blow it up. Since this game is very linear and its progression, it's going to be all scripted destruction, but they're calling it geomashing. Basically, it's going to be its own piece of threading within the engine that's going to do this destruction of the environment. They're saying at full settings, it should only take up to 10% of the total computing power of this engine, leaving 90% of it still to run on any other applications they wanted it to run on.
That's impressive. This engine, dude. This engine's got some stones. I'm gonna vote that this is probably one of the most anticipated things that we're probably talking about right here. And we're just kind of skimming over it, I guess.
Well, it's not that we're skimming over it. There's not really a lot to talk about it. It's really you can only appreciate it. That's kind of really what I'm saying is this game it's a brawler. I want people to realize this. But this is going to be a beautiful brawler. It's going to be a button masher. It's going to be, I say that we all agreed on this. The easiest way to kind of think of this game is think of an Assassin's Creed type of combat system.
Mixed with God of War.
Mixed with a little bit of God of War. And this is where I'm going to love it personally, mixed with the difficulty of Dark Souls.
And then throw in Horde mode for Gears of War, and you have yourself Ryse, Son of Rome, just with historical aspects.
Historical aspects, and some of the prettiest animations you'll ever see. So, I'm telling you now, this Cry engine, I've never played Crysis 3, Crysis 2, or Crysis 1, because I've never had a gaming computer. I cannot wait till I get a gaming computer, and I can finally see what, true graphics look like, because...
Said the MMO player.
Oh, whoa. I'm sorry. I know with World of Warcraft Online, Star Wars, The Old Republic, RuneScape, Rift, all these games, I'm not playing for the graphics. I'm playing for community, raiding, and just... I'm sorry. These games, I still believe, hold way more content than any console game, barring Grand Theft Auto 5, which I thought...
I don't know, Dark Souls went pretty in-depth there.
I played almost 100 hours worth of Dark Souls.
Yeah, I knew you did. That's why I was okay, maybe that game will break through the barrier for him.
I'm telling you right now, though, oh my god, it's just, this game, I bet the storyline won't be necessarily long, but they are adding DLC, so hopefully they'll expand on the story. But this is a game that people need to realize. It's going to be a simple game. It's going to be very linear in the progression. They have RPG elements in it. This is showing the early power of the Xbox One. This
just from visuals.
Yeah, exactly. This is
just from visuals. You know what I was thinking the other day? This game it's kind of reverting back in a way. I mean, yeah, the AI is like really advanced, but it's like going back to like those old Lord of the Rings games, and then it's just like we're gonna update everything about this game from the ground up, and it's gonna play exactly like this. Difference is the AI is going to be much better, the engine is going to run much smoother, the visuals are going to be epic, and the executions are going to be even more stunning. That's the way I've been thinking about this game for the past couple of weeks now. And I'm honestly, I can't find a complaint in that. I mean, it's going back to a simple formula, and I personally enjoy it.
I don't mind going back to simple mechanics, simple gameplay, if it looks this beautiful, and if they're already telling me that, just so you know, we are making a new game, and we are going to build on everything, and we are going to make it at even a much more massive and epic scale, trust me, right there, you have just found someone who is already going to buy the next game, because I know this game, you're already telling me this is what you're going to expect, but expect much bigger, much better in the next one. Just please be a fan. That's something I can respect as a gamer, and that's something that I really want to see other companies do.
Yeah, and even in the single-player aspect, I mean, the storyline, from what we've seen so far, it doesn't look horrible. I mean, it just kind of reminds you of going back to Assassin's Creed 3 with, a story about revenge.
All I have to say is,
into glory.
All I have to say is, Rome is civilization, Rome is order, Rome is power. And then you just go buy this game because you have so much adrenaline.
Yeah, definitely go watch that trailer. Definitely go watch that trailer because it will. I'm not gonna lie, you showed it to me today.
Yep.
It gave me the chills. It did. It gave me a little nerd boner.
Like all my hair stood up on the back of my neck. It was so good.
Yeah. The voice acting in this game will definitely pump out. It definitely sounds really good from what we've seen. But all I have to say is, Augustus Caesar is a son of a bitch.
Just so you know, I'll set the story. While we were doing research, Needy was playing Civ 5, and he picked... Who did you pick?
I was the Arabian nation. I can't remember the leader's name.
Basically, the point of his nation is economic prosperity, which spreads religious faith, and thus he tries to go for a cultural win. However, he had almost all of the warmonger nations around him, and then he has Caesar to his south.
Oh my God!
Caesar to his southwest, who on 4 different occasions went to war with him, asked for peace, went to war with him, asked for peace, and then just did it again. And then eventually Needy was like, "Oh my God, I hate this. I'm about to quit."
Oh my God, dude. That was the most bipolar relationship I've ever had, and I've had some crazy exes that have, thrown bricks at me. So that just explains to you how bad that has been the past couple hours that I've been playing that.
Bricks?
Because I
really bricks?
Bricks.
Needy, don't forget the knife, too.
The knife. That's right. That's right. Okay. All right. We're done talking about that on the podcast, guys.
Just so you know, you have a curse on you still from those crazy Wiccans.
Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're a Wiccan, but I honestly, on the inside, hate you. I really do.
Hey guys, I got
a burning passion. I'm not religious or anything, but it's just that.
Listen.
Okay.
I think that if you can come up with a really creative idea for something to throw at Needy when you break up with him, and post it on our Twitter page, we'll read out our top 5 favorite answers.
Yes, please do, people. We really need Twitter followers, so please.
Love us. We want you to love us. We do this every week. We're starting to get lazy, but that's because you guys aren't loving us.
Yeah.
We need love. We need love. I'm needy, goddammit.
That's true.
That's my name. That's why that's that. Okay.
And also, people, just so you know, so you stop complaining, it is Christmas coming up. We will probably be getting money if you guys continue to support us. Who says we don't go out and with some of our Christmas money go buy better mics?
Yeah. This was the plan all along. Winky face.
Build a following, and then you move on to get the equipment you need, because you don't want to spend $500 right up front and be like, oh, no one likes us.
Yeah. No, I don't know. But me and Austin have also been dabbling in the idea of maybe doing a second podcast, but we're going to keep that on the DL for right now.
That's going to be in May. That's going to be in May for ESO.
Maybe. We don't know what game. It could be anything right now. But we've definitely talked about it. God, what the fuck was I going to say?
Gameplay, maybe?
Oh, yeah, we were going to go off on a terrible tangent.
Who cares? This is the Tangent Podcast this week, guys. There's not a whole lot to talk about on Ryse this week. We're just kind of speaking words out of our face holes.
Well, but trying to keep it short, remember?
Yeah. Well, if you want to, we could say how the game is going to be used with Smart Glass and the Kinect again. Wow.
Is it really?
Yeah, Kinect.
I can only imagine what Smart Glass is going to do for this game.
Well, here, for Kinect's really going to be, they said really to use it is you can give orders, and you can also be motivational for your troops. So, yeah.
Like if I yell at my Kinect really loud, will that boost their morale?
They're saying, yeah. They're saying you can be motivational to your troops while giving them also commands. So instead of using the left bumper, hey, what does that sound like? To tell them to use ranged weapons or to use special tactics like put up your shield. Yeah.
See, now that's kind of cool. But I just had an interesting thought. What if in multiplayer your guy got a rage meter, and the rage meter depended on how loud your Kinect mic was picking up sound? I would just yell, and it displayed what you were saying in type on the screen, because they couldn't obviously play that through.
I would just set up the I'd set up the Kinect right next to a speaker and just play "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor" all the time.
Yeah.
Zach, I want to finish, okay? So instead of it just appearing on your screen and you can hear everybody in the game with you, it only says it out in type, and I could say, "It's over 9,000!" And it would just say 1,000 in 400 words.
You interrupted my "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor" joke for "It's over 9,000." Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor" joke was bad.
Hey Zach, you want to know where I'm gonna put the Kinect then? If that's gonna be the point, I'm gonna put it in Needy's mom's room, because we know how much goes on in there.
Aw, dude, that ain't cool.
I was going to say it's
a joke outside the podcast, but that ain't cool, man.
Okay. So
that was cold.
I'm sorry.
Send Austin to Twitter hate. Okay, that was cold.
Let me talk about the Smart Glass, then I'll redeem myself. Basically, the Smart Glass, it's kind of cool. It's nothing groundbreaking. Really, the main thing for it is you're going to be able to.
This is the new biggest thing ever.
No, Smart Glass, it's kind of nothing new. It's kind of just being tried and true things. So basically, you're going to be able to directly control and kind of customize your character. You're going to be able to manage your inventory. You're going to be able to go right through your upgrade path. Since they are going to have RPG elements, you're going to learn new executions, new combos, simple things like that, nothing really new. But I think one of the kind of cooler things that are going to be with the Smart Glass is you're going to be able to see your progression through the overall story and your overall specific mission. So I believe what they showed on the E3 reveal was with the Smart Glass, let's say you're 52% done with the mission. But then on Xbox One, you go to one of the secondary applications. Oh, hey, look, one of your friends is on Skype. You can leave the game. You can go talk to your friends on Skype. But then through Smart Glass, you can see how far you are. You can then, through Smart Glass, take control of your Xbox One and go back into the game. Right.
And remember, guys, the Xbox One's messaging feature is Skype.
Yes.
Just so everybody's aware on that. We didn't talk about that yet on the podcast, I don't think. No. But, yeah, Microsoft went out and bought Skype.
Yep.
And they're using it in the Xbox One instead of the old messaging system.
Yep.
We don't really know how it's going to be used, but
trust me,
it's going to have full webcam with the Kinect and stuff.
When I buy
so that should be
One,
pretty cool.
We'll all find it out. So and also one thing to know is Xbox One, even though specs-wise they do not have as much power as the PS4, due to its multi-thread capabilities and the multi-thread processing, it is a much stronger system because you can seamlessly move between applications without load times.
Yeah, that's because they divided it,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So, but the PS4 has a better internal system. Yeah, but guess what? Multi-threading processing makes sure that I can switch from application to application on my Xbox One quicker than you can on your PS4. Bite me.
Plus, I'm sorry, the Kinect is better than any VR headset you're going to get from PlayStation.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah.
Have you seen what they're trying to do with that?
I did, and I stopped reading it because it started to piss me off. I'm sorry.
You and PS4 fanboys.
Here, I have no problem with you being a fanboy. I have no problem with you really caring for a company and not liking what Xbox One did with the DRM. But don't be a hypocrite. I'm sorry. Just don't be a hypocrite. Like, take your failures with your failures because, yes, even though not a lot of the Xbox One DRM policies I did like, I thought the overall idea was good. So
I see. You know what I love the most about PS4 fanboys? Whenever I get in an argument on like a forum or something, and they're like, "Oh well, the PS4 network is free," and I'm like, "Yeah, well, didn't it get hacked?"
Yeah, and you lost a lot of your information. That's scary.
But that's not the part that pisses me off. The part that pisses me off is when they start defending the hack.
Yeah. How?
That's hysterical how they start doing that.
I don't know.
It's so disappointing. I'm almost starting to worry about society. But that's for a different show. That we should do a political podcast.
Okay, fine. Okay, and we'll do the last thing for Smart Glass, which I think's cool because a lot of games have been doing it now. Do you know how like you do that really cool thing in a game? And you're like, wow, I wish I could like share this with my friends.
Yeah, that happens to me all the time. Like picking up tanks with helicopters in Battlefield 4.
Okay, well, guess what? Smart Glass, you are able to do that. Basically, your Smart Glass will be like a mini DVR, and you'll be able to take clips of things you do in the game, edit it, and then share it right from your tablet device.
For a game like this,
yes.
Why do I get the feeling that that's perfect?
Guess what? I just did a 4 times execution. I'm so going to save this and share this with the world, because with how pretty this game is and so many executions, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing.
Why do I get the feeling that this game is going to, like, sell itself once it comes out?
Well, here's the thing.
It's like, oh my god, guys, come over and check out my new Xbox. Oh, well, yeah, you can go play Call of Duty on that Xbox. I'm going to play this game where I can, like, rip limbs off and shit, and it looks super pretty while I Spartan kick your face into a pool of dead bodies.
Here, let's do this. I'll say gameplay right away. These are the controls. You attack with the X button. You shield bash with the Y button, you can roll with the B button, you can block/parry with the A button, and then there's the Pelium, which is kind of like the javelin/spear, and then you also have your left bumper, which will control, like, since you are a general, you control your legionnaires who are with you. You control your legionnaires, and then the right trigger is what will engage the execution mode.
That is the exact control scheme of Assassin's Creed.
It is. No, that's what I'm saying. It is. So this game is very basic. It's very simple. It's right to the point. Look at the gore. Look at the graphics. This is not going to be a game that is overly complicated. So then I see a lot of people bashing it, saying, oh, this game is not going to be fun. And then I see the few people defending it. People just need to realize this is going to be a brawler. That's all it is. This is not meant for the person who wants a 30-hour full-blown RPG experience. This is for a person who wants to have a pretty game that they're going to have fun with, that they can have a friend hop on with them, and they can just cause pure mayhem and just see beautiful gore.
Dude, that was beautiful. I'm crying.
Oh, also, just, because America has to censor things, they had to take out sex scenes as well.
That's lame.
I'm sorry.
Why can't we just make it M for mature and then, like, just have adults play it?
Okay.
Zach, you just went wonky, dude.
Yeah. We will apologize for Max Crappy Turtle Beaches, but yes. No, I'm sorry. I would love to see some 1080p cartoon characters getting it on. Oh, let's get it on. Girl.
You're into that crap, you
But I think I just want people to realize this is not going to be like a full-blown RPG experience. This is just something to showcase what the Xbox One can do. But it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a fun game. That's exactly. Yeah. This is a fun game.
And honestly, the more and more we talk about this game, I've been chatting with Jess about it for the past couple of days now. And I gotta be honest, the more I talk about it, the more it just seems like a simple, fun game. It doesn't seem like these epic titles that we've been seeing, like Battlefield 4, Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed 4. Cool. It's like, we must create the new thing that's, like, totally amazing and will make everybody love it. It's like, well, you had a formula that was working.
Why change it?
And it was really fun. Why do you gotta go and make the next greatest thing ever?
Like, I do understand, being the first one there to say I did it, but there's nothing wrong with sticking with the tried and true formula and just giving a good gaming experience to your fans.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. Assassin's Creed is a series that I've grown very fond of.
Me and you both.
The generation. But, like, they keep trying to add, like, weird stuff that just makes it less fun.
We did differ a little bit about this, and we did discuss this kind of in depth while we were doing research on Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I like the new things. You don't really like the new things. I was kind of the fan.
Now, when I say I don't like the new things,
you'll hate them.
I don't hate them. Like, I do like some of the stuff they add, but like other stuff, like they're forcing you to like be a ship captain. Like, that's not what being assassin was about back in the old games. Back in the old games, it was about listening in and hiding in a crowd and sneaky stabby stuff. It wasn't, I'm gonna drive a boat.
Boom, boom.
With fucking cannons on it. I'm gonna have flintlock pistols everywhere. No, it was a sneak, it was a stab, it was a stealth game. It wasn't, I am the most powerful person ever, come at me, bro.
Like, I've talked to people who've played Assassin's Creed 4, and they love the game, but they have said that even though they did do that rework on the stealth system, that it's much easier now to just, with your 6 pistols, to just go ham and just decimate everybody pretty easy. So it's, I'm not gonna lie, you can kind of see the correlation between Ryse, Son of Rome, and Assassin's Creed Black Flag pretty easily.
Yeah, I know, and it's disappointing to me. You know, that was a game series that I really enjoyed up through the first 4 games, even. Just the whole second saga and the first game.
I would
fantastic. It was sneaky. It was stabby. Granted, as the games progressed and Brotherhood and Revelations.
Just so people know, he means 1 through 4, as in Assassin's Creed 1, 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations. Just because
that's the saga.
Yeah.
There were 3 games in the second game.
Yeah,
it was Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and then Revelations.
Because Ezio Auditore was such a boss.
Ezio Auditore da Firenze, or da Firenze, or whatever.
Such a good character.
He was such a good character, exactly. And then Connor came out, and he was just like, yeah, he was in depth.
I think
he was in Indian, but he had no reason to fight. You know, there was no, like, serious drive like Ezio had.
I think the best way to kind
of keep in mind, people, we haven't played Assassin's Creed 4 yet. We're putting that off, and I'm going to beat it in one night. As soon as I get the cash. Yeah. But
I think the easiest way to relate this to, like, Zach, since Zach really wasn't the biggest Assassin's Creed player, Zach
isn't the biggest third-person player.
I hate third-person games. Like, for the most part, I hate them.
Well, Zach, alright, I would think the easiest way to kind of relate this to Zach is, we were all pretty big Borderlands players, and Zach has played the hell out of Borderlands 2. So, Zach, how bad do you think Borderlands 3 would be if they got rid of characters such as Tiny Tina, Handsome Jack, and Claptrap?
Well, they're not going to bring Handsome Jack back, but Tiny Tina and Claptrap, without that, they wouldn't be Borderlands.
Exactly. Those are like key characters that game, it just revolves around them, because it's like Borderlands is not breaking new ground, it's just fantastic art style mixed with fantastic storytelling and a very good script. So,
no, you know what it is? It's just tried and true gameplay with a brand new storyline with a lot of like comedic backdrop.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't change a whole lot. It was just still find the best gun wins. Go at it.
They fine-tuned the game, but Borderlands 2, again, did not do anything new. It was just simple and straight.
Play through the campaign, then get a bunch of friends and go kill raid bosses until you're satisfied with the guns that you have.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
but with Assassin's Creed, it was a lot more than that. It was, we're going to change this. We're going to give you assassins to fight alongside you that are broken to shit, and all you have to do is push LB and you win.
Yeah, that's why I'm hoping with Ryse, even though you kind of are this general, like, I hope the archer system isn't broken, and like the use.
Yeah, like I can just make a spear magically appear and then just throw it, and it kills everything instantaneously. What I'm waiting to see is whether or not they can, like mid combat, he can just like spear throw. And then that counts as a combo hit, and you just spear throw, and he just, like, pulls him out of his butt.
You do have to, like, for the spear throws, you do have to, it does take a second, though, to throw and, like, pull it out, so it's not just, like, throw.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you throw the game on normal.
It looks like you encounter those weapons, like, you just pick them up off the ground and use them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you play the game on normal, the AI is a little slower to react than on, say, hard or whatever their legendary difficult is going to be.
Well, I'm telling you right now, I read a couple articles in which easy, people were still dying on easy on a regular basis. So I'm telling you right now, this game is not going to be easy. It's going to be a hard game.
That actually makes me feel a little bit better.
I'm so sick of simple games for everybody.
Yeah.
Why?
What? No. I mean, like, simple.
Why?
Games.
I mean, I like beating games in one
like,
night.
With Pokemon, it's like, all right, here's everything you need to win. Like, there's no.
Okay, now
thinking.
Pokemon's a different story. Okay, Pokemon ended up handing you everything you needed.
Yeah.
And
that wasn't. There was no mode to increase the difficulty. There was no. Oh, we're gonna give you this so you're instant. Let me rephrase that. That's what it was. It was, we're gonna give this to you. You're instantly better than everybody else. Go win.
The difficulty in Pokemon is getting a good comp for competitive play and getting shinies. It's math.
Yeah.
Well,
that's it now.
Winning, but
math and.
But one thing that I'm not really being fair about is, like, Pokemon's designed for little kids. It's not designed for people who are in their 20s.
Yes, it is.
Whereas
we grew up with Pokemon. If it's not for us, then what the hell is it for?
I know. Yeah. Well, Nintendo's got to portray this ruse that it's for them, but it's really not. It's for me. But one thing you got to remember is, like, M-rated games should be just that. M-rated games for people who are, like, the average gamer is 35 years old. Like, that's one thing you have to remember. Like, these M-rated games are for us. So, I mean, taking out stuff like the sexual content is, like, I know, like, parents are going to have a hissy fit about it, but why are you buying an M-rated game for your 13-year-old kid? That's the.
I know. It's like Assassin's Creed 4 with the whaling. It's just like, we're adults. We can understand what this is. It's telling us. It's telling us that this is cool, and that the AI can do this. It's not telling us, oh, let's go kill a bunch of whales.
It's these M-rated games are designed for people who can make those educated decisions on their own. I mean, how many times do you see, 17-year-olds, like, start losing their mind? No, it's like these 15 and 16-year-old kids. These kids that are just a little too young to be playing these games. I mean, how many times have you played Call of Duty?
You can't even blame the games. I mean, the games are rated the way they are for a reason. How they get a hold of them is the problem. It's not the game's fault.
I'm sorry,
It's just like with movies. If a kid sneaks into a movie theater, it's a big deal. Or at least, well, it's a big deal in quotation.
I have a little brother. If I catch him playing Grand Theft Auto 5, I'm going to beat him. He is nowhere near age appropriate for this game. I'll beat him.
Austin's kidding.
At the same time,
okay? He's not actually going to beat him.
I won't beat him, but I will take the game away from him. He is not age appropriate for this game. My family knows he is not age appropriate for this game. So, people, stop blaming the companies and look at your damn self in the mirror and go, am I raising my child right?
Like, right. No, it's like parents who take their kids in to see these R-rated movies and then bitch and moan about the content. It's like, I'm sorry, lady, you brought your 8-year-old in to see an R-rated movie. Whose freaking fault is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up here. I think this is a good spot to just kind of end it on. But Ryse Son of Rome, release date set November 22nd, 2013. And with that, I think we're going to move on to the Armory with Austin. I don't think I'm going to segment this. I think it's just going to be kind of a flowing thing.
Yeah, just roll it this week.
Just roll it this week.
Okay.
Go ahead and because we didn't do it. We didn't end up doing it last week because we were distracted by Drew's body.
Yeah, there was also not really much, but
sexy time with Andrew.
Sexy time with Andrew.
Right.
All right.
For this week in the Armory, there's not really a lot of I want to say like specialties if you pre-order this game. It's pretty general right across the border. It's going to be the same thing through GameStop, same thing through Amazon, and the same thing right through the Xbox Marketplace. So I'll go and just list everything for it. It's going to be $60 right down the board. Even though the game should be released, like they were kind of thinking maybe for the Xbox 360 again. I doubt it. Don't really expect it to happen, but we can all see maybe later down the road they can find a way to crunch the data for it and the code so it can be playable on the Xbox 360.
I almost don't want it to come out on the 360.
Yeah, well,
I almost want it to just be that game that you get to get the new console, you know?
Like, I'm guessing that's what it is, but they have discussed it. They have discussed actually being able to bring it onto the 360, but it's a long shot, just as much as they've discussed about bringing this game to PC. The PC would be easier, but it's not something they're actively doing. Since it is already developed for the Xbox One, they don't necessarily have to bring it to extra consoles. because it's...
Well, the problem that you'd run into with bringing it to, like, the other consoles, I'm just going to go with the 360, for instance, is you're going to have so much graphics that you're going to be eating up, say, 10 gigs of data just downloading the visual capabilities to your Xbox. I mean, it's just going to be so much data just occupying to play a game.
Not only that, but, like, it's owned by Microsoft now. So there's not a whole lot that's going to happen with the movement there.
Yeah.
And with the PC argument, I don't get the feeling that this would be a PC game. I feel like the controls and the simplicity of it really do shine on the console. I would actually be a little disappointed to see this come to PC.
Well, I showed you this after Zach left. There's a petition going around to make this game come out for the PC. Like, there's a live petition going around to make this game come out for the PC. So that's why people think that it could come out to the PCs, because there is an active community who wants it.
Microsoft is never going to do that. They need this game to help sell the Xbox One. They're not going to frickin' feed the PC people to...
Well, again, PC gamers are really patient audience.
I'm not going to lie.
They will wait for it.
What about 6 months down the line? I'm sorry.
Well, 6 months down the line, then I can see them coming out. Yeah. But it's not going to come out any time before Christmas. Don't even think about it.
Nope. No, especially for the 360 and stuff like that. We wouldn't see that for a ways down the road yet.
Okay, so put it this way: if you do though go out and pre-order this game, they're calling it Day One Edition since this is a launch title. It's gonna come with Gladiator. Put it this way: multiplayer. This is what the DLC is going to focus around with the season pass. And that's what also this pre-order exclusives are going to focus around as well. You're going to get Gladiator mode exclusives. You're going to get, put it this way, if I pre-order the game and I get an additional map, it's going to be called Ruins. Really cool function. The map changes mid-fight and everything, and it's going to be exclusive to the people who pre-order the game. However, let's say I have the pre-ordered edition, and Zach does not have the pre-ordered edition. I can still invite Zach into my Gladiator game, and he can play on the Ruins map.
Now, that's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, so I like
that's kind of like teasing it.
Yeah, it's like
to people.
Hey,
it's
look.
like, oh, look what I have.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what is it? Nuketown for Call of Duty.
Yeah, I love Nuketown.
Dude, Nuketown is such a derpy map.
It's just two kill lanes. That's all it is. If you ever
two kill lanes and Swiss cheese buildings.
Yeah, if you ever get too high end kill streaks, like when I was a hardcore Black Ops player, if I could get the Rolling Thunder and Dogs.
There was no
if I didn't have 60 kills by the end of the map, I was doing something wrong. Yeah.
You don't even need 60 kills. Just put up 2 sentry guns and you can lock that map down.
Yep.
That map is so much fun. Oh god.
No, I know what you mean though with Nuketown. It's kind of like this is what new things will look like, so make sure you buy the DLC.
Yeah. Yeah, and make sure it's a way to sell the game.
Yeah, exactly.
They want the pre-orders, and I'm not gonna lie, I might just throw $5 down just to make sure that I have the pre-ordered edition.
Yeah, also
just in stock,
Also, the second piece of the pre-order is you get a Legionnaire's Trust and exclusive sword. So basically, they're calling it it's a sword that's going to be made from the Brotherhood of Metalworkers, high within the Swiss Alps. So it's just going to kind of be like a sword that does more damage.
Now you see that screams Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, we're gonna give you this Sawtooth blade. Here you go. Have fun.
Sawtooth blade was too broken. Yeah. So, but here's the thing though. I don't want people to also think though if you play the multiplayer 4 or 5 times, you'll have everything unlocked, because they do have a season pass as well. It's going to actually it's cheap. It's only $20. It's going to give you all 4 DLCs that will be coming out. It's going to put in new equipment.
Now that actually sounds really good.
Yeah.
Just the fact that it's $20.
Yeah, it's cheap, and there's going to be 4.
Oh man, that narrows me, man. That actually makes me think, wow, this would be an $80 game altogether, and I get everything, and that's it. There's no you have to pay for your subscription, and then you have to pay for your Ubisoft account, and then you have to pay for the 3 DLCs. Oh, but once the 3rd DLC comes out, there's going to be a season pass, and then bullshit and bullshit and bullshit.
Ubisoft got rid of that.
Did they really?
Yes, they got rid of that.
Thank God. I haven't played anything from Ubisoft in a while, so...
Well, here's one of the cool things, though. with these expansions, in total, you'll be getting 14 new maps. Also, there's going to be a brand new mode. They haven't released any information about it yet, so we'll see what it is when it comes out. It's probably going to be something objective-based, I'm guessing. There's going to be new skins added, and then also, just like with the pre-order, you're going to get a sword, but also you're going to get a shield as well. So,
Now, why do I... I'm sorry, this has to come up. King of the Hill.
that'd be amazing.
That'd be amazing.
That would be the best objective map, or like the best objective game for this like particular format of game.
That or something like a siege type? Absolutely.
Yeah, something like... Can you imagine King of the Hill? I just going on a spree, getting a 30-hit combo, and then just staying in the hill for like 3 seconds, just
To die.
like ulting all over everybody's face.
Well, don't forget
Way to pull League of Legends out your butthole there for a
Yeah,
second.
I know. My God.
Hey, I just say ulti now for ultimate anything.
Yeah.
I'm saying that for anything.
Yeah, but that's pretty much everything the game has to offer from the Armory. So for me, I'm going to recommend this. I'm saying even eventually get the DLC because it's $20. That's actually very cheap compared to most.
Yeah, no,
most
this
season
game is
passes
actually...
nowadays. Except for no, I would say Battlefield 4 since you get it for free, premium account.
Well, Battlefield 4, it's still $60 for the season pass.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because you're stupid
Yeah,
and you didn't pre-order.
Well, that's because I impulse buy. Leave me alone.
Yeah, that was a poor life
Can't
choice.
pre-order anymore, so now it's like, if you want to play Battlefield 4, it's still $120 for everything. But yeah, I gotta tell you, Ryse looks much more appealing now that they're going with a lower price.
Yep.
Alright, I think that wraps us up for today for the Armory. Now we're gonna segment into the... God, what do we got next?
Mail time!
Ah, scoreboard. We got scoreboard next, guys. Stay with us. Alright guys, welcome to the scoreboard. This is where we're going to be talking about our reviews on the games, our thoughts and opinions, even though we've been doing that the whole friggin' show this week. But yeah, we're gonna start off with Zach. Zach, what are you thinking about this game, man?
Look, I like a lot of things about this game. The gameplay, to me, just the historical aspects along with the individual one-on-one combat. One thing I like is you actually have to time your blocks, you actually have to time your attacks. It's all about timing when it comes to fighting. I kind of like that. It goes back to basics. I like basics. I mean, even though it's a third person, I'm probably gonna drop it by a point just for that. But all in all, I'm gonna give this game an 8.9.
0.9? That's an awkward number, sir.
Yeah, well, Andrew started that with like the 9.67 or whatever he gave last week.
Listen, Andrew has his own rules. You go by standard numbers, sir.
Yep. Okay, fine. I'll go 8.5 then.
Thank you.
Dropping it. He's lowballing that. Alright. Austin, what are you thinking?
Put it this way. I am a history major. I've said it it's probably the 20th time. I don't care. This game is getting a solid 9.5. This is my third most anticipated game just because of how simple it is, how brutal it is, how pretty it is. And I'm sorry.
And how spine-chilling it is.
Exactly. I'm sorry. I'm going to have adrenaline rushing through my veins while I'm playing this. So it's just going to be a game that I'm going to buy it, and I'm just going to play the hell out of it just because it's going to be so gory and fun. I know what I'm buying. I'm not buying a 30-hour RPG experience. I'm buying a 10 to 15-hour probably campaign that's really going to just be, hey, guess what? I'm bored today. Let me go pop in Ryse. Let me play Gladiator mode, and let me just have fun. So I'm telling you, this is going to be a game I am buying since I already have Battlefield 4 all paid off. This is going to be the first game that I'm going to be buying after the fact I get my Xbox One.
Yeah, you just need the damn thing to play your Battlefield 4 on.
Yeah, well, hey, I already have it all pre-ordered and all ready and sitting there for me. Now all I have to do is just find a damn console.
Yeah, find a console and a PC, man. You got quite the shopping list this Christmas, don't you?
Yep, hopefully my internet's works.
And new mics, Austin.
Actually, I'm sorry, my mic is actually pretty good.
Yeah,
No,
mine and yours are pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yep, it's Zach and Jess
Oh my
that
god,
seem to have
Jess,
trouble with their mics.
is so bad. It's worse than mine.
Yeah.
I am inclined to disagree with that.
No, if Jess was
Really-
pretty though, she'd be off
Really,
the
how long did it take her to freaking get on? Just with the
Yeah.
microphone?
But Jess is at least works once she gets
Jess is pretty. That's why you're going with her, because Jess is pretty.
Maybe. Jessica, you're beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to give it my score now, because it's my turn to talk.
Yep.
Zach, you're in timeout, and I'm going to mute you. Good job. You're muted.
Am I really muted?
No, you're not.
No,
I wouldn't do that
you
to
you.
You can eat. All right. I'm going to give this game, I'm going to give it a solid 9. I'm looking forward to it. I know what it is. It's a simple game, simple mechanics. Pull spears out of my ass. Okay, I'm sorry. That really gets to me that you could just pull the spear out of your ass. I wish they would change it so you only get like one spear.
Yeah, it would be better. It would be more realistic. But I understand it based on gameplay. It is a video game. Just realize that.
Yeah, it is a video game. It is a ridiculous hack and slash. And I gotta give them credit. They're making a game that just looks awesome. The executions look fantastic. The scenery looks amazing. The history is just accurate. I'm digging this game. Even the voice acting. You know what really gets me about this game? The voice acting is impressive.
So good. So good.
It really
I'm really looking forward to the cinematics to see what they do with it.
That too. If the whole game looks like a cinematic. If you've seen anything on the game, oh my god, it is just a pretty game. And that's what it is. It's a beautiful hack and slasher. And I'm going to stick with the 9. So, but, I think we're going to move on now. I think we're going to move on to mail time, and we'll see you guys there. Alright guys, welcome to mail time. This is where we're going to read off your questions. Anything you posted on iTunes is going to get reviewed. Well, not reviewed. We're going to read it for you, because we love you guys. So, Austin, I hear we have a review on iTunes. Why don't you read that off for us, bud?
Yes, we do. And it is a 5-star. Thank you. So, it is going to be from our listener, Trenton. I am not going to say your last name, because I do not want to butcher it, and thus, by doing so, insult you. However, thank you, Trenton, or T-Jizzle, as he put at the end of the review. Thank you for your review, and now we're going to give it a shout-out. His review said, I listen to many gaming podcasts, and this one has a very unique and interesting take on it. I have all my other podcasts I listen to for the basic news and news releases and such, so having a podcast mainly talk about one title at a time, giving their opinions, and trying to look out for their listeners is refreshing. Definitely worth a 5-star rating, but the only negative I can hold against the show is the somewhat lacking audio quality, which is an easy fix so I won't hold against them. I love the show and keep up the good work. Thank you for looking past
I love how your mic kind of glitched out as you said.
No, that was so poetic. It was beautiful.
That was perfect.
I'm sorry. Trust me, I do look forward to getting a new mic so it does not glitch out, because I know Turtle Beaches are meant for gaming and not for recording a podcast show, but hey, I'm a broke-ass college kid. What do you expect from me?
Yeah. Make us rich, guys. Donate. There's a donate page on the Podomatic site. Still haven't set up the thing, so wherever you're sending the money is just like going into the void. I should probably get on that, huh?
Yeah, just like our techie should get on our website, which is kind of annoying now.
Oh my god, yeah. Like I gotta talk to Zach about that. Not the Zach. Different Zach.
Yeah.
Different Zach fucked up. I know. Zach fucks up. We all assume, but it's not him this time. Yeah, guys, we're definitely gonna get the site up.
Yep.
Actually running within a month.
Hopefully.
That's our goal right now. So. With that,
that was also our goal last month.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
very true.
Then
last month we didn't even have a show.
Then we'll go from podcast on iTunes to over to Stitcher. On Stitcher, so far we do not have any reviews or comments. However, we did actually learn how to use Stitcher. We did learn that we have Needy has an administrative password, so we can log on and see everything about the podcast.
I have a partner portal.
Yeah, so. However, we do know that our views have gone up, our viewing minutes have gone up, so obviously you people on Stitcher are listening to us. Thank you very much, because we know that some of you were not able to listen to the show originally because you don't have iPhones, which, shocking, Samsung's a phone, so I have an iPhone. We all have iPhones here, but we all know that lots of people have Samsung. So keep listening to us on Stitcher. Please rate, give some comments through Stitcher. We will gladly give you shout-outs. Yeah. Even if you go to our Twitter page and throw us a bone, we have no...
Tweet us, damn it.
Tweet us.
We would like our
Quote
Twitter
us on our
description.
tweeters.
Please.
Oh, that's going to get you some females, huh, Zach?
Not really.
You don't need it. What the hell?
I don't need any.
Zach is off the market, FYI, for all you ladies out there, the 3 that are listening.
Sorry, females. For all 4 of you who are listening, yeah, sorry, I'm in a relationship. All the other male talent on this
for the whole half of female listening to us right now. Yeah.
Needy sister specifically.
Hey, I will be not on the show, damn it. All right, not on the show. Okay. All right. So apparently, guys, your sister jokes keep coming in, and Zach and Austin won't shut up.
Not at all.
This is all getting edited out. And now we're gonna go back to the real show. Hey, Zach, has there been anything for us on Twitter?
No. It's sad. No.
Good talk, Zach. Guys, come on, tweet us. We would like Twitter to take off. We really would. We'd like to make that our easy page to get to us. But I understand if you don't like us, that's okay. It's no big deal.
I'll love you.
And by the way, guys, remember Austin did say potato.
Yes.
Find the potato.
Please find the potato.
This is a pretty chill week we got going on here, guys.
Yeah.
It's kind of relaxing not having Jess or Drew on.
Yeah, I know. It was a discussion.
That's like all the sexual frustration we no longer needed.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, that's it. The sex appeal is gone, so now it's just the core.
It's just the guys.
It's just the core. It's just the guys. It's the bros. And then, Andrew, not to say that you're not a bro, but dude, you're probably not even going to listen to this podcast anyway.
Jerk.
I know. He's such a jerk. Everybody tweet at Drew and just, hate mail him. And by everybody, I mean that one person that might actually do it. Do it, please. Please.
Do it.
We're watching you. Nah, we did that last week to Steven, where we were like, we're watching you, and then I forgot there's this kid at Steven at school. And he was like, dude, you were fucking talking to me. It was weird.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve. Hey, Steve. How's it going, Steve?
Zach.
Hi, Steve.
All right, guys. I think we're going to wrap it up now. Let's go to the outro. Alright guys, thanks for listening to the show this week. Remember, you can always find us at www.futuregamingnetwork.com. We also have a Podomatic link, www.futuregamingnetwork.podomatic.com. Find us on Stitcher, just type in Future Gaming Podcast. iTunes, same thing. Zach, read us off the Twitters, man.
Look, you can follow us all at FGN Podcast. I'm at FGN Swishy Pants. Austin's at Austin FGN. Needy is Jake at J Clement FGN. Jess is at Justin Miller, and screw Drew because he's not on the podcast this week.
Aww.
He's not going to listen to this, and if he does, I expect him to fully text us immediately.
But if you do donate $50 to the Podomatic account, we will find you, and we will send you a half-naked picture of Drew. You're welcome.
And by that, we mean that's impossible, because nothing is set up, because we suck as a podcast.
Yeah.
Be aware.
We're a learning podcast, remember that.
We're learning, guys, and by learning, I mean we don't really, we don't want to make money. Well, yeah, we do. We really want to make money, but...
Actually, this is the thing. We don't want to make money. We want to get sponsored.
Yeah, we do.
No. We would take not making money if we could get a sponsorship, which gave us early access to games, so we could actually give you a real in-depth review.
Do you know how cool that would be?
I would be done with school.
Fuck that. Screw being a teacher. I don't care how hot the chicks are in my class. Fuck that.
I want to be a college professor. Let me throw that out there so I don't seem like I'm going after 14-year-olds.
Oh God! First of all, I didn't say anything about you hitting on the teachers. I just meant in your college class. But okay, guy. Okay, guy. I see how you work. All right, guys. That wraps it up for us this week. I'm Josh. Later.
Bye.
Peace out.